Hello everyone, welcome to my blog TechUp blog. In previous session we have discussed how to create the interface and its components. In today's session we will discuss how to create the form and we will create some fields and then we will map it to the rule inputs. So this is a kind of one test interface I have created. Now first of all I would like to add a form here. So I will go to the component section and I will drag a form. So once you drag a form, you can see a submit button, cancel button, and here you can drop your components. We can change the name also of these components through the expression mode. And I will need to add one column here. So here you can see this is a columns layout have been added and three columns have been added here. In these columns we will add some text fields. Let's say this is the one we are adding here. We have added one text box here and I also want to add one integer field, so I have added one integer field there now. And I also, let's say I want to add one drop down, so there are different types of drop down, like a single drop down, multiple drop down as well. We will discuss in some detail classes these all different components. And this is the drop down I have added here. Now I will try to modify through the expression rules. First of all, I would like to change the name of the header here. So instead of form, I will change the name to my first, or you can say submit your details. You can say submit form like that. So submit form, and this is the enter your details. And here I would like to give some meaningful name. Instead of text, I would like to give here, let's say I want to give here name. The field name of this field is name. This is integer field, it will store integer value. So here I will store, let's say I will give here age. And now in the drop down, I want to give some different name to this field. Instead of drop down, let's say subject. And these are the buttons. These comes under the button layout. If you click on here, you can see these are different buttons. This button, this is a primary button, submit button is primary, and this is the secondary buttons. Inside button widget, we have given the name as submit equal to true. And in today's discussion, we will not add here on the action because we need to call some process model. So when we discuss a process model, we will see how to add the process model to the button. So we will left it as it is. Similarly for cancel button, we will not going to do anything here. Now let me create some input rule inputs corresponding to these fields. First, I'll click here and I'll give the name as name, and data type will be of type text. It will store value of type text. Now this one rule input is created. For age, I'll also create one rule input and I'll give the name as age, and I'll give the data type as number integer. Now for drop down, I'll select subject. I'll give it name as subject and data type would be of type text. So corresponding to these three fields, these rule inputs are created and we will save the values which will enter here into these rule inputs. So let's go to the first field. Now in save into, we need to, since we want to save the value which is entered here to this name rule input, so we will give inside it save into parameter. Similarly for age, there is save into parameter. We will save the value into array age input variables. For input variables, we will use array. And for subject, let's go to the subject and we will give in the save into parameter. We will give the rule input name array bank subject. Now we can see here the drop down values are option 1, option 2 like that. So there are, we need to change these values since our heading of this drop down is subject, so we will give the name in some meaningful subject names. We will delete those. Let's say I'm giving name as English, then Hindi, then maths, and the choice values corresponding to these are the choice labels which will be displayed in dropdown, and choice values are the values which is linked to these choice labels. So English will be linked to E, let's say E, and Hindi will be linked to, let's say, H, and maths will be linked to, let's say, M. Let's save this first of all. So now my changes have been saved here. Now let me give the name value tech hub. Oh, it has disappeared. Let's see if it has been saved here. It is saved here, but it is not appearing in this one. So as we see in there are different, we have not given any values in the value parameter. So we will give the value in the value parameter. In the value parameter, we will give the same rule input name, array bank name. Now you can see the name which we have entered is displayed here. Similarly, let's go to the age field, and here also we have value parameter. We will give the name of the rule input. Now in the drop down also we need to give the value parameter. You can see once you click on the name of the function, you will see what are the different parameters required. So here we have you can see value parameters is also there. So let's add the value parameter here. Now let's save this and we will click on test. Now we will give the name as, let's say I'm giving as tech hub, age I'm giving as 50, select a value I'm giving as maths. So you can see the values are not displayed here. And let's say if the same values are displayed in role inputs, yes, so name is tech hub, age is 50, and subject is him. So what is this? So the value which will be saved is the choice values, not the choice labels. So corresponding to math choice label, we have the choice value as M. So that is stored here. See here, corresponding to maths, we have the choice value as M. So that M is displayed here. And once you click on submit, so the form will be submitted and values will be stored. So for this, we need a process model that we will discuss later in later classes. That's all for today. So I hope you are able to understand what we have discussed today. If you have any doubt or query or question, please do post in the comment section. I'll try to reply your question as soon as possible. Also, please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.